Hey everybody, welcome to Your Beautiful Table, a YouTube channel all about helping you make your tables beautiful. Today we're going to talk about this fun fall centerpiece, so stay tuned. Thanks everybody for coming on back. If you're new to the channel, Your Beautiful Table is a website at yourbeautifultable.com and this YouTube channel all about helping you make your tabletops beautiful. We talk about china, glassware, tabletop decor, flowers, candles, all that kind of good stuff. So if you are into that, consider subscribing. There's a subscribe button below. Hey, we are almost to 300 subscribers, and when we hit those kind of milestones, I do giveaways, and I do giveaways via your email address that you share with me when you sign up for the newsletter. So sign up for the newsletter below, and then I'll be able to, you're automatically entered into the drawing for free candle stuff, and I want you to get in there before we hit 300 subscribers, because we're almost there. It was like 299 just earlier today. Okay. So I got some fun things coming. I'm burning the Nest pumpkin chai candle, which I showed you all in my fall haul, my mini fall haul this year. And I finished burning the Bath & Body Works Black Cherry Merlot candle, and I'll bring a review to it soon. So if you're down for that, consider subscribing so you won't miss. All right, so I know some of us are probably not going to be able to get together for Thanksgiving and fun fall activities, but I wanted my tabletops to still look great. And friends, I was at an antique store recently and saw this silver plate punch bowl that was marked half price. So it started out at like 98 bucks. And then it was marked down, of course, a half price is like to $50 or something like that, or $50. And so let's talk about this for just a second. I'll lift it in just a minute, but it's pretty heavy and I won't be able to. So this silver plate bowl is it's called a Revere Bowl design, and so it's actually named after Paul Revere. So Paul Revere, not only is he famous for, running through warning folks that the British are coming, but he was also a silversmith, and he made a particular type of bowl during that federal period, and it's now called a Revere Bowl, and it's pretty simple. It just has a main bowl that is then curved out, and then it's got sort of a pedestal or a base. It's a simple way, and of course this is a silver plate bowl. If this were a silver bowl, it would be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I can't afford that. You maybe you can. But this silver plate bowl is really great. So not a lot of us are doing parties with punch. I think punch needs to make a comeback. I had a friend that used to do a Thanksgiving and always had fun punch at her house. But if you're not going to make punch for your party, you can make a punch. You can make a statement for your tabletop. So I love the Revere Bowl because it stays simple and lets you just really accentuate with your centerpiece. So this would make a fun centerpiece for a hallway. I've sort of turned it so that it's sort of facing out this way. If you were to design to view it from all sides, you might want to change it a little bit. But these are all things that I found at the grocery store. It was on special today, and so I just kept putting things in my bag. And so what I'm going to do is actually deconstruct this arrangement so that you can see what we've done. So let me grab a table. All right. So if I bring this up, you can see there's the Revere Bowl. It actually I should have polished it before I put this together. But inside, there's lots of different gourds. And so as I mentioned, these gourds were like 5 for $4 or something, so a little bit less than $1 a piece. And then they've got the corn, that fall corn that's lots of different colors. And so I'll bring it up. So whoops. I'm sort of turning it there. So you can see I added Spanish moss. So here in the South, Spanish moss grows in trees in the deep South. And when I was at Hilton Head recently, there was lots of Spanish moss just hanging from the trees. I thought about collecting some. But Spanish moss is available. You can find it at Michael's. You can find it at other craft stores. You can find it online. I tucked in Spanish moss because I had it. I think if I had some preserved leaves, so if you are out and about, you'll see some fall colored leaves that are dyed to look like fall that are actually like preserved so that they're not like real leaves from outside. Or if you want to press, regular leaves and dry them out, that could be fun. So tucking them in might be another little bit of accent piece, but I didn't have those. I'm going to check my camera to see if I can see this bowl in the camera. Oh, good. Okay, so what I've got here is this bowl, and so you can see that there are a couple of different things. One is a pie pumpkin, lots of small pumpkin gourds, and then this corn, and then the Spanish moss around it. But there's a secret. I wanted to like keep this within a particular budget. I think all in, maybe $3, $3, for 12. So maybe all of this was under $20, and it will stay for several weeks. And so I can use it now as we're moving into October, but it also will keep through November. You just want to keep an eye on it, make sure that none of the gourds begin to rot or mold or go bad, and so because that won't be great. But you can just pull them out and throw them away. But y'all, let me show you how I did this. So I wanted the movement of the arrangement, the stems to come up generally this way. I want it to look sort of like a cornucopia or spilling out with this silver bowl. I really like the contrast of the organic nature of the gourds and the corn and the Spanish moss against the refined nature of the punch bowl. So I like that contrast. You could also make this in a more sort of kit, like if you were doing it for your kitchen, you want it to be more country, or if you wanted it to, not to be so up, you could put this in a crockery bowl, sort of like a stoneware bowl, or those kind of like a big mixing bowl, and get the same effect and be great for a breakfast table or your kitchen table or on a bar in your kitchen, rather than being in the silver. The silver sort of takes it up a notch, and this would be good for a formal hallway entryway or more for your dining table. So let me just begin to unpack. So I have these gourds that are in here, and I just made sure that there weren't any stickers or anything on there. And so there's several different kinds of gourds in here, and so you get a lot of, like, if you get bored with it, you can always take it back out. But see, there's not a lot of them in here. I just tried to pick pretty ones, and then they're just pieces of Spanish moss that I've tucked in amongst the gourds as a finishing touch. But y'all, let me show you what is in the bottom, and that is plastic grocery bags. I just dropped a little piece of Spanish moss. Plastic grocery bags, and there's also recycled paper in here from a packaging item. So let me bring it up to the camera. Maybe you can sort of see that. So rather than like spending the money to fill up the bowl all the way, I cheated a little bit and just used the plastic bags and the paper to fill up the bowl. Now, one of the things that you'll want to know is that the stems of some of the gourds and the pumpkins have little sharp spines on them, and so when you're picking them up, just pick them up from the bottom of, or the the soft part of the gourd. These didn't have those spines on them that I noticed, but pumpkins oftentimes do, and once they're dry and hard, they can really be sort of sharp. So just be aware. I'm speaking from experience. Alrighty, so the fun part is just arranging the gourds the way that you want. You just put them back in and layer them in, sort of mixing them around. I'm trying to like vary the colors a little bit, and so I wanted to have, there's like greens and oranges. So you just want to put the gourds and pumpkins in a variety of ways. So that they look cute. And then you just, like, so you don't see the paper and the plastic bags, you just tuck the Spanish moss down in there, and it adds a little bit of an organic flair. And so there you have it. You just sort of rest them in there, and that makes for a great centerpiece. And so friends, if you are out and about at an antique store, or you see a silver punch bowl, lots of different options for this. Of course, after Thanksgiving, you can jump and put the gourds in the compost bin, and they'll compost right down. Then you can put in a poinsettia, you could put in a small Christmas tree, you could put in like a amaryllis. You could put in a lot of different things inside of this silver punch bowl that would really make a dynamic centerpiece. So a great investment piece if you see a silver punch bowl out there. So friends, I hope you've enjoyed this video talking about how to make a fall, holiday, Thanksgiving centerpiece using really inexpensive materials. Consider subscribing if you like this kind of content, and we'll see you next time.